Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today I'm going to be giving a quick update onto NAKD brand groups, as well as a bit of due diligence and technical analysis, especially to the previous run, or the current even run ongoing. So make sure to drop a link to this video to help this channel grow, subscribe, and leave notifications on, and let's jump right into this one. So NAKD brand group here. This one here has different brands underneath it. It's not just one single brand in itself. So some of their brands, if you'd like to watch my previous video that kind of dives through a bit more in depth, is Bendon, Pleasure State, Lovable, NAKD Ferrum, Hickory, Bendon Maine, Davenport, and Fredericks of Hollywood. Now, each of them are different products, including anywhere from undergarments to men shorts, etc., and the list goes on there. I'm not going to go in depth about this one here. If you would like to see a bit about their history here, they previously were merged from if you go all the way back, Bendon started before NAKD back in 1947, and then NAKD started in 2008, and then all the way back they did merge in June 2018 to form the NAKD brand group. So, just a quick view onto the latest news, for instance, and to try to go towards the investors page. So they have 12 brands and licenses, 5 global offices, 44 countries of distribution, and 60 retail stores. Now, I did try to go on to find their previous presentation or their most up-to-date presentation. That is not updated yet, so I can't bring you that information. Recent news, I would have expected something to happen in January or December, as the price action should be reflecting a massive push, a massive great news. Unfortunately, the only one we have is a 180-day extension by NASDAQ to regain minimum compliance. And yes, that is bullish. What we're actually seeing here is something very interesting, because in a sense, because of that 180-day extension, what's happening is that people themselves are pushing it all the way to the up $1. They have until May 24th, 2021. Quite an interesting thing to see. SEC filings, again, I can't find anything in that sense. The last SEC filing was about that $1 minimum compliance that they need to reach for 10 business days by May 24th, 2021. So, alright, there's no news to push this one. There's a lot of rumors, though, about Amazon buying them again and all that stuff. But for the sake of the argument, we need to look into technical analysis, because you can put the due diligence aside, and you can basically show, okay, well, is this one here going to see anything new? Is it, here, quickly going on towards their product, or sorry, towards their Yahoo Finance, and trying to go on quickly and see statistics and everything, you easily can see that in terms of their price over books, there's not even mentioned here, but the total debt and a lot of these things aren't even there. And that is definitely alarming. Float, they have around 50 million. And if I was to go on FitVis, you get to see the price over sales is somewhere around 2, which is considerably great for the SP 500 being around 2 to 3. So it is within the market reach in general at this level we're seeing right now. But the big problem is that there's a lot of uncertainties. For instance, if you were to look even to their financials, you might see things a little bit hazy. The big thing about this one right now is that it's actually it has a market cap of 123 million. It is a little bit overvalued, but why not trade it? So let's take a quick look into the trading psychology of this one, and if there is on the charts shows a little bit more of a push. So on the ADX, it shows that this trend is not over yet. It can still see and continue on the 1 week perspective. MACD doesn't look like it slowed down. William %R is overbought, that is true, and momentum is really strong. It's above 0, and you get to see it's above the 50 SMA. So things are looking really bullish in that sense. And then the next thing here is what we're seeing is on the 1 day perspective, we're getting a little bit of warning, because above 50 I usually like to sell. And we're getting a red doji star here. But things are still really bullish for the first time ever. It is way above, and was an entire day above the 200 SMA on the 1 day. I'm not saying first time ever, I'm saying it's first time in a very, very long time. My bad. Then SMA is above 30 EMA, and in all technicality, if it does dip all the way to 25 cents, between the 31 and the 25 cents, you can see positive reversals as we've seen before. 50 SMA is at 18 cents, it's way above there. William %R, yes, it's a bit overbought, and MACD is seeing a little bit of a strong push. Momentum looks really nice. Now, on a 2-hour perspective, things look a little bit different here. You get to see on the MACD, it's attempting towards a negative reversal, but it probably will be denied at some point. Even, I mean, those were considered accumulation on the negative MACD, so you might have back to accumulation zone. ADX is above 50 and was above 50 a few times, so that is fine. I'll brush it off. Willing % is somewhere near neutral, but take a quick look. 10 SMA is above 30 EMA, and it's above the 50 SMA on the 2-hour perspective. Things look good. Between the 49 cents and the 41 cents, you can expect positive reversals here, so that as well looks good. The moving average bands is between 27 cents on the top, 25 cents in the middle, and 22 cents in the bottom. Now, on the stochastic fast and stochastic slow, both are really showing that there is another leg up for this one, so that is bullish. Now, the first resistance on the Fibonacci retracement is 67, followed by 104, 134, 164, 207, and 262. Now, if we were to try to find significant supports and resistances for this one here, right under price line action, you get to see the significant support sits at 51 cents. Below there, 47 cents. Below there, 43. Below there, you're looking at 38, 36, 33, 31, 28, and all the way down to 24 as a very strong one. The only one that I see ahead of us is 60 cents. But we can go all the way back to 6 months and try to find a bit more resistances. For instance, the 71 looks to be a strong one there. The chart goes down, so you can, the further you go back, you can find more resistances. So 72 is another resistance, 90 cents is another resistance, and of course it's going to be the dollar one right above there, $1.29, and then $1.64. Now comes to the question to Ed, what do you think about this one? In all short, I do think in short-term trading, this one has a good chance to actually see closer to $1. And it is very high risk. It is really, really high risk, and that's where I emphasize on it, because if you were to look into, let's say, the 5 years, it is down. Even on, let's say, okay, the last 1 year, it is down. But yes, if you bought around this period, you'd still be up right now, but it was a painful 66 cents for a while. There's a lot of uncertainties about this company itself in the long term. I've been watching it for a while. SEC filings doesn't look, it's been updated for around 2 months. I might be seeing it wrong, but I did try to dig as much as I can in terms of news to try to find this one here. I even tried to go as well on FinViz and try to see anything on there. And there we go. I'll pull it up again. Zooming in quickly. FinViz. The latest news before this one was November 27th. The one on 8th was Investor Place saying there's no reason to invest in Naked Brands. And quite interesting, I don't agree with all these articles that come up because everyone has their own reasons. It's your money. You do whatever you want in it. And in trading-wise, I do expect there might be a little bit of a push. But investing, I would stay away from it. But again, trading-wise, short-term, you can make some money out of this and it can easily go to $1. What do you think about this one? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. You have a wonderful day.